Hello, my dear students. Myself S. Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Rogini College of Engineering and Technology. I am going to teach the subject Operating System and Cloud Basics. Today we are going to discuss about deployment model in cloud computing. We will see what is deployment model. A cloud deployment model defines how the cloud services are made available to user who can access them and where the infrastructure is hosted. The three major deployment model are public cloud, private cloud and hybrid cloud. First we will see about public cloud. The public cloud is defined as a cloud infrastructure that is owned and managed by a third party cloud provider and delivered over the internet. In the public cloud, system and services are accessible to the general public. The public cloud is open to all, hence it may be less secure. This cloud is suitable for information which is not sensitive, for example, Google, IBM, Microsoft, etc. So we will see the ownership, accessibility, cost, scalability, security of this public cloud. The ownership is the service provider, for example, AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud. These are the service provider and these are the owners. Accessibility is open for use by general public or a large industrial group. The cost is computed based upon the pay-as-you-go model, that is the operational expenditure. The scalability is nothing but very high scalability is the resources can be increased or decreased as per the demand. Security, the security is good but shared among multiple tenants, so not fully under user control. Let us see the example. The example of the public cloud is Gmail, Dropbox, Amazon EC2, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform. Next, we will see about the use cases, advantage and disadvantage. The use cases is it is used in startups or small business with limited budgets, the application with unpredictable workloads, development and testing environment. The advantages, the public cloud is less expensive than the private cloud or hybrid cloud because it shares same resources with many customers. It is easy to combine public cloud with private cloud, so it gives the flexible approach to the customer. Next is it is reliable because it provides large number of resources from various locations, and if any resources fail, another is employed. We will see the next cloud, that is private cloud. Private cloud is defined as a cloud infrastructure dedicated exclusively to a single organization. It may be managed internally or by a third party provider. In the private cloud, system and services are accessible within an organization. This cloud is operated only in a particular organization. It is managed internally or by third party. Ownership, it is owned and controlled by the organization and a vendor providing private services. Accessibility, we will say the accessibility that is restricted to the organization employees or authorized user. Cost, the cost is calculated, that is cost is more expensive but high control and security. Scalability, limited compared to public cloud depending on the organization infrastructure. Security, the security is very high security because the resources are not shared with others. The advantage, the private cloud is highly secured because the resources are not shared with distinct pools of resources as compared to the public cloud. Private cloud has more control on its resources and hardware because it is accessible only with the boundary of the organization. Disadvantage of the private cloud is the private cloud is very difficult to deploy globally and it can be accessed local only. Private cloud cost is more than that of the public cloud. Here the diagram is given, that is there are many end users which access the storage and manage services software infrastructures within the same organization. The third one is hybrid cloud. The hybrid cloud is defined as the hybrid is a mixture of public and private cloud model, allowing data and application to be shared between them. In hybrid cloud, critical activities are conducted using private cloud and non-critical activities are conducted using the public cloud. For example, the Microsoft Azure hybrid, AWS opposes Google and those. Ownership, we will see the ownership, accessibility, cost, scalability and security in detail. The ownership is shared responsibility between the organization and the public cloud providers. Accessibility means it is controlled, or some resources are kept private and others are kept as public. The cost is balanced. The organization are compute cost by keeping the sensitive operation private and less critical once public. Scalability, high leverages both private and public cloud scalability. Security, better than public cloud but more complex to manage. Better than public cloud in this, critical data can be remains private. Use cases, businesses needing flexibility to scale quickly. Workload required both security and cost efficiency. Disaster, recovery and backup solutions. Hybrid. Here's the diagram for hybrid. We already know that hybrid is a combination of public cloud and private cloud. We will see the advantage. That is, it is scalable because it gives the futures of both public and private cloud. It gives secure resources because of private cloud and scalability resources because of the public cloud. The cost of the hybrid cloud is less as compared to the private cloud. We will see the disadvantage. In hybrid cloud, networking becomes complicated because both private and public clouds are available. So these are the difference between the public, private and hybrid cloud. The ownership is owned and operated by the third party in the case of public cloud, but in the case of private cloud, it is owned by the single organization. Here, both the combination of public and private cloud. Accessibility. Generally accessed by the public over the internet. In private, it is restricted to the organization. In hybrid, mixed of both. Cost. Pay as you, the cost is very low, no infrastructure cost. Here in the case of private cloud, the cost is very high. Hybrid cloud, it is very medium. Security. Security is moderate in the public cloud, whereas it is very high in the private cloud. It is also high in the case of hybrid cloud. Private and hybrid cloud, it is very high. Scalability, very high, easily scale with demands. In case of private cloud, it is limited, but in the case of hybrid cloud, it is very high. Control, it is limited control. That is, it can be accessed only within limited. Full control over the organization in the case of private cloud. In the case of hybrid cloud, shared control between providers and organization. Public cloud is best suitable for startup companies, testing environments, app with variable demands. But in the case of private cloud, it is best suitable for large enterprises, bank or government organization, healthcare centers, etc. And in the case of hybrid cloud, the business needing both security and scalability, disasters recovery, seasonal workloads. This is all about the public, private and hybrid cloud model, deployment model. So we will see the next topic in the next session. Thank you.